Okay, this is Mr. Peterson. I'm back with the Algebra 2 Unit 2 review, Part A, and this is problems 37 through 39. I think it's page 6 of the review. And this first problem here, we're supposed to just simply list the intervals where it's positive and negative. Now, let me show you the positive one first. It's kind of the easiest to get done. It starts at x equals negative 12 and stretches over there to x equals 32. So we'll just list that from negative 12 on the left to 32 on the right. And we're not going to include either one, so you use the round parentheses because when you're at those locations, the y values are equal to 0, which is not a positive number. Okay, the negative intervals are a little bit harder to do. They go from negative infinity up to negative 12. Let me get that one done. So remember to put the smaller number first. Negative infinity is definitely smaller than negative 12. And the bigger number behind the comma. And then the other place where it's negative, the y values are negative, is over here. And that starts with an x value of 32 and keeps going to the right forever. So you go from 32 to infinity, and there you go. You got your two intervals where it's negative. All right, so let me move on to the next one. We're supposed to graph these and then determine the number of solutions and maybe what those solutions are. Okay, so the first one is a parabola. I'm looking at this top line here. And you can see that its vertex is negative 2, 6. So I'll just set up a t-chart with that in the middle. Yeah, let me do a better job of that. I'll draw a line here. And then I'll set up one side for the x's and the other for the y's. So my vertex is negative 2 and 6. Okay, so set that up, and I may as well plot that. Negative 2, 6 would be right there. Okay, to the right of it, you want to go negative 1, 0, 1, 1. The other direction, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. Okay, so what we're going to do here is simply find the values for each of these. So you can use your calculator to graph it and make a table of values if that's the way you'd like to do it. But on either side of the negative 2 vertex, you go to a height of 5. So that would be these 2 points. And then you're going to go to a height of 2. And your graphing calculator, if you type it in, will show you that the next one's going to be at, let's see, negative 3. And let me write that in there. So that takes you to those 7 points there, and you draw your graph like so. Trying your best to hit them, although it's not easy to do. Okay, the other section here is a line, so we're going to get it ready for graphing by getting the y by itself. Messed up. The x becomes negative x when it comes over. So this one has a y-intercept of negative 2 and a slope of negative 1. So that's going to take us down this direction here and back up this way here. And we're looking for the solutions. There's one there where they cross and another one there when they cross. Let me go ahead and get my line drawn here. Hang on. Got to get this line drawn here. And for some reason it's wanting to draw a white line there, but there it is. Okay, there's 2 intersection points. So let's answer the questions now that we got the picture in front of us. Part A, how many solutions? There's 2. 2 solutions. 2 places where they cross. Part B, what are those solutions? Well, this one down here is at 1, negative 3. And the other one up here is at negative 4, 2. And then part C, if you read it, it says if there's only one solution. Well, that's not the case, so that does not apply. Not applicable. Okay, we're going to move on to the next one, and it's a similar problem. So we're going to first graph this parabola. And what I'm going to do here, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm typing them on my calculator, but I'm typing negative x squared plus 6x minus 3 on the y equals line. And that'll be in preparation for figuring out all the values in the t-chart. In the meantime, let's come on down here and find the value of h. b over negative 2 times a, which is 6 over negative 2 times negative 1, and that turns out to be 3. So our center value here on this t-chart will be 3. Okay, so 2, 1, and 0, 4, 5, and 6 will spread out from there. And if you've already got the y equals typed in, and you go to your y equals and type in that equation, then you can go to your table settings and start your table at 0. And then you make sure you're in automatic mode, then go to your table and you can fill in the numbers. I like to go to the right and down to the middle where I'll find 6 there. And 3, 6 is your first point that you know there. That's the vertex. On either side of that, you go to a height of 5. And then you go to a height of 2 after that. And then you go all the way down to a height of negative 3. And you draw a careful graph through there. And next you turn your attention to the line. So it hits at 1 with a slope of 2 up and 1 over, and it hits right there before glancing off and continuing off like so. So let me draw that line here. And once again, my line turns out to be white. I don't know why I'm on that setting, but that's the case. Okay, and you can see that this only hits it once, and we'll answer that. One solution. Part B, what is that solution? That point up there is 2, 5. And part C does apply. You write the line is tangent to the parabola. Oops, parabola. Okay, guys, that does it for page 6. And we'll pick up on problem 40 in the next video.